This Toyota Qualis in Kerala has been driven for more than 8 lakh kilometers and is still running without any major issues. This Innova has been driven for over 10 lakh kilometers, and even though its odometer is only designed to display up to 9,99,999 kilometers, yet the car is still running without any hiccups. A car running for this many kilometers is a big deal, especially on Indian roads. Even in other countries like the USA, there are cars like this 30 plus year old Toyota Corolla which has completed 20 lakh kilometers and is still running without any major problems. The owner is confident that the car can go even further. So the testimonies I have provided and many other Toyota car owners have not faced any expensive maintenance, especially when compared to other car brand owners during the time of owning the vehicle. So have you ever wondered why Toyota cars seem to last forever? Whether it's the iconic Innova and Fortuner or the tough and rugged Land Cruiser, these vehicles have a reputation for being incredibly reliable. It's not unusual for a car to run for lakhs of kilometers. You can find various cars from other brands that do so as well. But with Toyota, even after running for so many kilometers, it still performs well without requiring major repairs or changes, which can't always be said for other car brand owners. So it's not just a coincidence. Toyota follows some unique principles during the manufacturing of the car and the parts that prioritize the durability and reliability of the car over flashy features and performance. So in this video, we'll explore the secrets behind Toyota's legendary durability. The main thing that people love and trust about Toyota is its reliability without a doubt. Not just in India but wherever you go in the world, people often see Toyota as one of the most reliable cars on the road. And even top articles have also ranked Toyota and Lexus, which is a luxury Toyota, as one of the most reliable car manufacturers in the world. And Toyota Land Cruiser is the perfect example for Toyota's bulletproof reliability, which is the reason why many terrorist organizations use Toyota vehicles. It is because of their reliable and ease of repair. So, in this video, we'll explore how Toyota builds such durable cars that can run for lakhs of kilometers without a hitch. So, let's go back to the early days of Toyota when the company was seeking ways to improve its manufacturing quality and efficiency. So, around this time, they came across a person with such valuable knowledge in this area who had been largely ignored in his own country, which is the USA. This person I'm talking about is Dr. Edward Deming. Deming was a significant figure in Toyota's journey towards becoming known for reliable cars. He influenced Toyota and other Japanese companies by focusing the importance at quality at every step of production. He taught them to address problems as soon as they are found, a principle that Toyota adopted wholeheartedly, and it follows to this day. This approach helped Toyota to create some amazing cars that people could rely on. Although Deming didn't work directly with Toyota, his teachings on quality control and continuous improvement were pivotal to the company's success. Toyota follows mainly two principles which makes its car so reliable and long lasting. And these two principles are number 1 Jidoka and number 2 is Kaizen. So let's see what Jidoka means. Jidoka, which is a Japanese word, means automation with a human touch. It is an important idea at Toyota. It means that before machines start to assemble the car parts, an engineer first builds the part by hand to make sure it meets the high standards which are required. This process also helps the engineer to understand the part better and also helps the engineer to spot any issues early on. By doing this, Toyota makes sure that each part has a very low rate of failing because it was carefully checked by a human before the machines took over. So after this, the next principle kicks into the place, which is the Kaizen. Once the parts are made, they are assembled into the vehicle. And this is where the Toyota's next principle, which is the Kaizen, comes into play. Kaizen means continuous improvement. At Toyota, If a worker on the assembly line spots a defect or sees a way to make things better, they can stop the entire production line. This might sound surprising, but that's how Toyota works. Most issues are caught during the assembly, which is the perfect time to fix them. By addressing problems early, Toyota ensures that cars are in great shape before they even reach the customer. If a problem were to show up after the car is sold, then the company would have to fix the issue and would have to issue recalls. To avoid this, Toyota uses this approach to keep improving and ensure that their cars are reliable as soon as they are rolled out of the factory. Whereas in other car companies, the focus is often on completing the work on or before the scheduled time. However, at Toyota, the main focus is on doing the job as perfectly as possible, even if it takes some additional amount of time. This ensures that the product is free of flaws and other problems. So, if you remember in the 1980s and 90s in the USA, cars that came brand new from the showrooms and from the factories often had problems and defects. People frequently faced issues with their new cars, while Japanese brands like Toyota offered vehicles that were reliable from the day one and were built to last for decades, which made them actually very popular in the USA. Because Toyota has more robust and low failure rate parts, it uses these parts in many of its vehicles. Toyota makes minimal changes and upgrades to its parts because it believes in the philosophy of why change an already great product. So it uses the same parts in many of its cars as possible. And Toyota has ingrained these Jidoka and Kaizen principles in all of its processes. And as a result, it produces some of the toughest and most reliable cars on the planet. Additionally, Toyota never uses cheap or low quality parts. It always uses high quality, standardized parts which ensures its reliability. Some car enthusiasts might recall the famous video from the Top Gear where they tried to destroy a red colored Toyota pickup truck using all sorts of unconventional methods, from dropping it off from a high story building to letting it wash away in the ocean. Despite all the damage, the vehicle still managed to start and run. This just goes to show the legendary durability and toughness that Toyota vehicles are known for. And also, Toyota over-engineers the engines which are used in its cars. What I mean by this is, it designs and manufactures the engine in a way that it can handle way more stress than what it is supposed to handle. For example, if Toyota is making a bridge, then it builds a bridge that can hold a tank, even though most of the traffic is just some 2 and 4 wheelers with some heavy vehicles. However, this meticulous approach which we have seen has its own set of drawbacks. Because Toyota takes so much time to thoroughly test and perfect their products and parts, they are often very slow to adopt new automotive features. For instance, advanced safety features like ADAS didn't appear in Toyota vehicles until the launch of Innova Hycross in India, which was in 2022, and is still missing in its top-of-the-line offering, which is the Toyota Fortuner, whereas other car brands started to offer ADAS in its entry-level subcompact SUV cars like the Hyundai Venue and Kia Seltos. This cautiousness means Toyota might not be the first one to enter the market with the latest technologies, but when they do introduce new features, they are reliable and they are well tested. So that's it for today's video. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button and comment what other topics do you want to see on other cars. Thank you.